Hello, yes, it's Commander Lucosa with another Elite Dangerous video. And I'm basically doing this purely to kill time, because I've got fuck all else to do. So we'll start from the usual place, and fuck me, I'm in Shapsugabus system in Baylog Dock. Isn't that a shock? It seems to be pretty much where I always am. If it's not here, it's in the head, you know. So, but my ship has changed a little bit. So let's give you a quick tour of what has changed. Now, as far as my hard points go, there doesn't seem to be much change here at all. I think I still had the ECM at the last video. I'll change that for a kill warrant scanner. I really don't know why I've done that, but I have. Yeah, anyway, so that's there, and that's the only change there. But in the internals there has been a few changes. The first one was this. My shield generator is now an A6. I finally had enough to be able to buy one, and not only that, I actually found somewhere that sold the fucking thing, so I went and got that. And then I got B6 thrusters, so I've upgraded two of my main internal parts, and now with the exception of the life support, which is always going to remain at a D no matter what ship I'm in, everything as far as upgradable internals is rated either A or B. In fact, the thruster is the only thing that's a B. Everything else is an A. Now, granted, I'm cheating a bit by saying I have an A-rated power plant, because, okay, yes I do, but it's an A6 when I need really class 7. And indeed my need to get a class 7 is growing, well, more and more, which I'll come to in just a sec. Changes haven't stopped there. I've temporarily got rid of my two scanners, so I have the 12 tons of cargo capacity as a result of that. And I've also switched around my shield cell bank and fuel scoop, so now I have an A3 shield cell bank instead of the A4, and the fuel scoop, I could afford an A4, but it would have cost so much. It costs over 2 million, so I thought bollocks to it, so I got a B4. So and the reason for doing that is because power is now starting to become an issue, largely thanks to me getting these B6 thrusters and the A6 shield generator. As you can see, with weapons deployed, I'm now using 25.43 megawatts, and I have 25.2 available. So now I'm at the stage where my power priorities are coming into effect, and when I deploy weapons, my frameshift drive and my cargo hatch go offline, or at least one of them does. I mean, I'm only using 0.23 more than I have available, so I think only the cargo hatch goes offline at the moment. Now I'm hoping that when I do eventually get the A grade thrusters, which is not likely to be for quite some time since they are over 16 million, but they will result in me using, I think it's something like 25.7 megawatts, so that will only be 0.5 difference, or rather 0.5 on top of the maximum available. And I think with the frameshift drive and the cargo hatch going offline because they're in priority 5, that will be enough. The amount of power used was significantly more than that, and that is why I did the fuel scoop and shield cell bank switch. the shield cell pack uses an awful lot of power, or at least the A4 one did. So dropping it down to an A3 helped quite a bit, and moving the fuel scoot up one is not a problem because the fuel scoots use barely any power at all, so that's okay. And the net result of all of this is that my jump range has gone up. Even with B6 thrusters fitted, I can still go over 14 light years, just 14.01. That will drop down to, actually no, it will go up a little bit more when I get rid of these two cargo racks and put the scanners back on. But I'm not going to be doing that just yet, not until I have enough credits to cover my rebuy costs. Because as you can imagine from doing those upgrades, they've gone up quite a bit. And I mean quite a bit. They're now over 4.5 million. So I will need, if I'm going to do my usual, wanting at least enough to cover the rebuy cost 3 times, I will need 13.5 million, actually more like 13.6 million, to be able to do that. That's going to take a while. Now I do actually have more credits than this, although I'm still nowhere near actually covering my rebuy cost, and that's because I pressed the wrong button. That's because I have 204 tons of gold in the cargo hold. So you can effectively add about 2 million to that balance, and that's how much I've really got, 3,425,000. So I'm still 1.1 million short. So it's certainly not an ideal situation. Nevertheless, let's go through our stats. There's no change in the permits. It's still sole summer land for Cheche and Achenar. But here's the more important stuff, the actual statistics. The current assets are at 123.5 million. Credit spent on outfitting shock horror has skyrocketed to 222.3 million. Credit spent on repairs is at 5.8 million. Credit spent on fuel is at 1.8 million. Credits on munitions is 121,715. And still just the one insurance claim. As far as combat goes, I'm up to 755 kills in total. 624 bounties are claimed, giving me just over 4.5 million credits. 131 combat bonds still, that hasn't changed for a little while, 761,000 credits from them. Profit from assassinations is pretty close to 250,000. Highest single reward is still, well, nearly 25,000. In terms of fines, I've had 44 fines issued, or at least 44 that it's registered, 4,700 total value of those ones registered. That's fuck all, I'm not bothered about that. Still nothing in smuggling, and still nothing in mining. Trading, my market network is up to 90, my trading profit is 124.2 million. I've traded 140,182 commodities. My average profit, which I'm always pleased to see this one, 112,516 average is still very good. Highest single transaction shock horror is still 331,512. Now exploration has changed a bit because I did a bit more after the last rather boring video, and I've now visited 213 systems, 850,075 credits made. So if it's true about needing to make 1 million in profits from exploration in order to get to the Trailblazer rank, then I have another 150,000 to go. But obviously I'm not going to be doing that in any time soon because I don't have the scanners. So yeah, that's where I currently sit. No changes as far as any of my reputations and ranks goes with any of the 3 factions either. So and with the current state of my ship as far as my balance and rebuy costs, I'm not sure if I'll be in any state to do a military mission for the Empire, because if I fuck it up, because I would imagine it's going to be pretty tough, it will be my last one to get to Earl. I can't imagine it being an easy one, so I think I may need to make sure I've got my rebuy costs covered before I even think about doing it. Nevertheless, let's see what there is in the bulletin board. Proactive combat missions, but it's smugglers. The reason I never bother choosing smuggler ones is because I haven't got a fucking clue how to tell which ones are smugglers and which ones aren't. The only thing I can imagine is that if they're just leaving the docking station and they come up as wanted, that's probably because they're a smuggler. But yeah, any other way it would be blind luck, so I just don't bother with it. Anyway, I've got me gold. Let's get our destination sorted out, and let's return to the surface. Someone is mowing the lawn outside with a fucking great petrol mower, so if you can hear what sounds like a fucking generator going on in the background, that's what it is. Of course, it was total silence for most of this morning. Now that I've started doing this, yeah, that starts up. Fucking typical. Oh, alright, I just had to take my pills, that's why I'm sitting here doing nothing. And I'll light up a fag as well. Now I'm all set. Right, let's go.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
Now, I've never had any real trouble with unidentified signal sources, so I'll probably continue to look at those, but I don't think I've seen any for a while, which is annoying. I have to say, the manoeuvrability of this ship is now pretty bloody good. So those, well, the combination actually of the thruster upgrade plus the reduction in mass and the shield generators both added up to make quite a difference. I was pleasantly surprised by that. Anyway, let's go.
Frameshift drive charging.
Well, I haven't yet had the chance to put the manoeuvrability into any real test through any combat. In fact, since wait for the countdown. Since fitting the B6 thrusters and A6 shield generator together, I've only destroyed one ship, and that was one that had just left the docking station, so I followed it out and blew the fucker up.
Fuel scooping.
And because I now have a class 4 fuel scoop, I'm now scooping fuel at a much faster rate. It would be even faster if I had an A4, and I will eventually get one, but at the moment it's certainly not a priority, not least because, like I say, they cost over 2 million. Now I need to get my
Fuel scoop disengaged.
insurance covered before I do anything. I am currently playing in solo mode because I don't have my insurance covered, because it would be just my luck to play an open play while I'm in this sort of state, and that's when I come across a griefer who'll blow the fuck out of me. So I'm not taking any chances with that one. Now, I never thought I would see the day when I say this, but when I was doing the exploration the other day, I didn't mind it once I found systems that had no, fragment clusters to scan. So, yeah, I'm trying to get over the shock of what I've just said myself, let alone the shock you have of actually hearing it. But yeah, I think if they just got rid of that, so you don't have to just needlessly scan all of the fragment clusters and get 0 credits for it anyway, it would make it a lot more tolerable. And I'm going to say, I think it was probably had something to do with the fact I was so determined to get off being surveyor and get up to the trailblazer rank that I was probably able to see past the tedium of it, because I wanted to actually try and achieve something. Of course I can't do it at the moment because I don't have the scanners, but once I have my insurance costs covered, I'll then carry on going. I need another 1.8 million on top of that to be able to buy back the both types of scanner, and I should still be able to have my insurance costs covered. And when I get to that stage, I'll start looking to do a bit more exploration. I'm not going to do a huge amount. As I say, I just want to get to that trailblazer rank, because I've been on the surveyor rank longer than I've been on the broker rank for trading, and the broker rank is pretty high up in the trading. So I think it's the trading equivalent of the dangerous rank, so that's quite a way up. But the exploration one, I've barely done any, well, purely because I can't be asked to sit there and do it all the time. So there is a possibility that this video could be nothing but boring training runs, but we'll see about doing something a bit more interesting. I don't want it to be nothing but training runs. And I'm pretty confident that, you know, even though I don't have my insurance covered, I could go to a resource extraction site without any worries, because I'm not going to come up against any ships that are going to pose any serious problems with a Python that has A rated shields fitted to it. Because I think with the A rated shields, I'm probably going to, taking on anacondas. Speaking of which, the amount I've paid on here towards this upgrade, I'm wondering how many credits I have left to buy the anaconda. I think it's somewhere in the region of 40 million. It may be a little bit less, maybe about 38, something like that, but I'm getting bloody close.
Docking successful.
The trouble is, of course, if I do that, I'll only have the pretty much the stock loadout anaconda, which I don't want to do, and I'd have no money to buy any of the upgrades with, and I'll definitely want to do those. So ship integrity, it's now, I think it's well into the 13,000, maybe even 14,000 now, before I can actually pay towards getting it sorted out, which I'm not keen on, but there's not really much I can do about it. I might do those two. That one, it's taking scrap to meet the port. That one's taking cobalt to meet the port. So if I can, you know, if it will let me, I'll take them. Now you'll notice that gold in Nehet, the price on it has come down quite a bit. In fact, by more than 200 credits per ton. Still, I'm making 221,748 profit on that one, and that brings me up to 3,447,596. So it's not exactly terrible. Right, let's check out those two again. Oh, it's by the Nehet Silver Ring. Oh, you don't trust me, fuckers. Well, I'll get this one anyway. I'll also buy the advanced catalyzers for my trip back to... Actually, no, I won't. And I'll explain why I won't when I get there. Let's go. For some reason I thought clicking exit there was going to launch me. I'm having one of those days. Right, now let's go. Actually, the idea I was having may not work now. Well, I've done it a few times before already. Tomato Port sells beryllium, and they sell it at a price that means I can take it from there back to here and make something in the region of 300 credits per ton on it, which isn't bad considering I'm really not going anywhere. So that's what I was doing, and that's my idea. The trouble is, just as the buying price of gold has gone down in GeForce Orbital, so has the price on buying in beryllium, and it's now barely around the average galactic, barely around the price of the galactic average. So we'll have to see how much they're selling it for here.
4, 3, 2,
And it will send my average nosediving, I dare say, but at the moment I'm far more interested in getting my credits back up to cover my insurance than I am about sorting out my average. I do like to make sure my average keeps going up. I don't like seeing it going down, but at the moment I have more important things to worry about. I mean, I don't think I have what you would consider, you know, almost top of the range Python, because as well as the B6 thrusters, my power unit is, you know, a complete class down. It's an A6, so it is an A rated, but it's only class 6 instead of the class 7 that the Python should be using. So I think I'm still some way off having like the top spec, top of the range Python. But I mean, it's certainly not terrible. Let's check this place out. You know, it's not terrible by any stretch of the imagination. It's got a decent setup. Alright. Oh, fucking hell. I don't want to be taking on him. Yeah, good. I'm not going to. Now, I've seen quite a few of these places. Everyone here is going to be clean. Yeah, told you. Everyone.
power plant capacity exceeded.
Yeah. Still enough to take out this fucker.
Target shields offline.
Because no one else was doing anything. They were all just watching him. And that's him down.
Target destroyed.
8,000 for him, not bad. It is only going to be the one, but I'm not going to complain. Alright, now let's get to meet the port. We're already bloody close to it, so are these ships going to interfere with the frameshift drive?
Frameshift
Yes,
drive charging.
but now they've gone out of range, so alright.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Now I'm going to be able to drop out of Super Cruise almost straight away. There we go. I'm heading almost straight for the docking pad. There it is. I've landed here so many times. It's the only outpost where I know where the docking pad is.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful.
Right, so we'll get rid of this Gulf. So get rid of that. 32,000, easy. See if any of these credit earning opportunity, they want superconductors. I can only get there if I go to Zotac, which I'm not going to. It's buying in. What do they want? Mineral oil I don't bother with. Personal shoppers, they want cobalt. And that's going to Zotac as well. What about here? They got bounty hunters. Don't know where to go. I'm still getting these Imperial Summons missions. I got my Vertex permit fucking days ago. Fucking bollocks. Hang on a minute, I forgot to pay in my 8,212. Right, now let's take a look. So I'm at 3,488,000. Right, beryllium. They want 8529. Fucking hell, that is really close to how much the other place. Yeah, I think I'm now going to make a loss if I buy it there. Bollocks. Right, okay, I'll have to get the advanced catalyzers from here. I don't make as much on these in
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Suggabus when I buy them from here, but I'm not going to go back to the Western Orbital just so I can buy them and then piss off again. I mean, it works out, you know, a lot better if I do, but I can't be bothered, so. But I did catch a look at the price on gold, so I think when I come back, I'll come back here.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
Here we go.
Frameshift drive charging.
go back to B-log dock. Even though lead dock would have been right in front of me.
Fuel scooping.
Yeah, that definitely makes a difference. That class 4 fuel scoop does the job so much quicker.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Now I know when I do get the Anaconda that an A4 fuel scoop will be pretty much a must. After trying it out with my loadout in 1.2 beta, that was one of the few things I did get right with the loadout I've got on that Anaconda. It was fitting the A4 fuel scoop. Everything else I fitted to it, well, as far as the internal components here, I think I got it right, but stuff like the hard points, for instance, I'm fucking way off the mark with that. The hard points are fucking shit. I could have far more firepower and still have no problem with heat or anything, or power. So yeah. At least that's one thing that came out of me playing Beta 2. I know that I don't need to be at all conservative with my weapons loadout. I can go as fucking mad as I like and it should still be able to handle it. So I'm thinking, like, as well as my class 2 or class 3 beam lasers, maybe stick a couple of class 2 beam lasers alongside it. Class 3 and the Class 4 plasma accelerator. All sounds pretty good.
Landing gear deployed. Successful. Engines disengaged.
Okay. My refuel costs have gone down as well, which I'm rather pleased about. So we're up to 12,421 in ship integrity, and I still can't do anything about it. Yeah, they've never wanted the cargo I bring here, which I've done so many times, I still can't remember what it is. Advanced catalyzers, that's it. Price on gold is here is good, so yeah, only 512 per ton this time. It's still over, no, it's not over my average, so it's below average despite making 104,000. Okay, well, so we're up to nearly 3.6 million. So let's get gold. Should be about 1.8 million. How about that? Not a bad estimate there. And right, we will head to Nehet. But this time we will dock at to meet the port, and after that I think we will go to a resource extraction site rather than just do endless cargo runs, because it gets fucking boring. Yeah, I think that sounds like a good idea.
Ship
I don't think I'll be taking too much of a risk because so I've never come close to being destroyed, well, apart from okay, Mr. Koyi, you're going down. Fuck it, someone's already spotted him. Yeah, I knew I'd get the fine. But as always, yeah, the bounty more than pays for the fine, so I don't worry about the 100 credit fine one bit. And that's precisely why, because the bounty is always far more than the fine. So I'm more than happy to get, you know, for them to fine me. You know, 100 credits, big fucking deal. Alright, here we go.
Drive charging.
Right, so it's to meet the port we're going to.
Fuel scooping complete. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Not much in the way of ships out here. Well, I can't do fuck all about it anyway because I haven't got the interdictor. I think when I get the Anaconda, one thing I will change, in the 1.2 beta I stuck a mining laser and refinery on it. But I really can't be bothered with mining, so I think instead of the refinery and the mining laser, I'll put on an actual weapon and replace the refinery with a frameshift drive interdictor. Then it won't be quite the all-rounder because I won't be able to mine. Well, I could if I, you know, sacrificed more cargo space. But it will be very close to being the all-rounder. And it would still have more cargo space than this ship. What am I doing? I'm nowhere fucking near it. Right, now. Now I think I'll check out the resource extraction site that's closer to me to port. I mean, providing I don't take any missions from here, I can always land back at Nahet anyway and cash in whatever bounties are made at Zeresan Orbital. I'll say I can land back in Nahet. I'm not fucking leaving Nahet, you know what I mean. can't be asked to check out that one. How far is it? Yeah, it's too far, I can't be asked. Okay. Yeah, now one turned up just as I left. I would have checked out that other one. I'm approaching it from underneath. Wait till I'm in range. Now I am.
Docking request granted. Landing gear deployed.
I think a rather unorthodox landing approach. Fucking making a meal of this. There we go.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Right. Well, I think yeah, okay, yeah, oh, that's right, yeah, the ship that I blew up on the exit of Sapsugabus. Right. Now, do I have anything in the bulletin board? No. That's not for here. That's to deliver, not, or rather for them to pick up from me. If it was one delivering it to Zotac, no problem. There is why I brought it here. 1400 per ton. I'll definitely have some of that. 285,600. Yeah, not bad. So up to 3.8 million. Getting ever closer. So if I can make 119,000 at this extraction site, I could then reach 4 million and edge ever closer to having my insurance covered. So this is a little bit of a risk here. So I've never come close to being destroyed before, but there's a first time for everything. And a time when I don't have, oh, for fuck's sake, fucking longmire. Anyway, a time when I don't have my insurance covered is definitely a time where I could be destroyed. It looks like it's just on the lit side. Actually, no, it looks like it's approaching the dark side. I'll have a look. If it's too dark, I won't hang around.
Shift drive charging.
I like to be able to see where I'm going, especially when there are a load of fucking boulders and that in space that I can quite easily run into. Right, where is it? Oh, it's on the other side. That's definitely on the dark side. Look at that, right where the fucking shadow is. Bollocks to it, let's go to the ones over here. At least here, if it's on the dark side, I've got another one I can go to. prattling on about dark side and light side. It makes it sound like I'm playing some fucking Star Wars game. If I had a fucking sniper's rifle right now, I'd be using it against that fucker out there. Light doesn't look like it's going to be very good. In fact, it looks like it's on the fucking... yeah, it's on the shadow again. Right, where's the other one? Don't look like it's going to be any better. The trouble is, of course, one of these, it's always full of nothing but sidewinders, and you never get hardly anything for bounty. I'll bet you it's the one I'm going to now. The other thing is, the last time I went here it dropped me like 50 kilometres away from the actual extraction site itself. Fucking 50 kilometres. I think I spent more time boosting to actually get there than I actually did in the zone itself. Especially as I fucked up and accidentally shot a friendly. Actually no, I didn't shoot a friendly, it was I shot someone who was attacking me, but my scan hadn't quite finished, so it hadn't come up wanted. So although I was firing against somebody who was shooting everyone, I became a wanted criminal for attacking them. I figured that one out. At least it's better than in beta 1.2. Right. Let's see how far it puts us. Well, that's better than it was last time. Boost this improved to 337. That's not too bad. Let's take me train shift drive offline. I doubt that any of these will be wanted, but we'll take a look. It usually means it's one miner that's not very good or has a ship that can't defend itself, and it has two decent pilots with him, acting like bodyguards. It's almost like an early version of Wings. That's what you're seeing there. Hopefully these new thrusters means I'm not going to have so much grief when it comes to trying to get to targets. Be wanted. Come on, be a wanted one, you can't. You are. Good, that means that I'm not in the area where it's always bloody sidewinders. I'm in the area where it is nearly always going to be Cobras, but that means I'll make a lot more credits from it. Zero E's down, 12,000 for him. I'll take that, thank you very much. Who is he shooting and why? Shooting at this cunt, I think. Sidewinder. Oh fucking hell, don't tell me that means that it's now back to all sidewinders again. Will I get that bounty? Yes. Cool. All 1,700 of it. Big fucking deal. He's alright. One on his own. Whoa! Without his weapons deployed. That often means they're wanted, and he is no exception.
Under attack. Target shields offline.
Oh, fuck's sake, he's now going to keep doing this, going round me and... keep doing that until his shields are back online. But I was able to turn a lot quicker than he expected. Oh, he's down to one, the cunt. He's doing a runner, I think.
Target shields online.
Whoa! Firing dumbfire missiles at me. And again, the old point defence turret is dealing with them, even though they're all missing.
Target shields offline.
That's him down.
Target destroyed.
8.8. Well, yeah, okay. Well, alright, who's he firing at? Is it him? I think it is. Wanted. Right.
Target shields offline.
Everyone wants some of you, pal, so there must be a reason for it. You must be a good one. Right, he's down. 12,300 for him. Nice. There's a lot of action going on out here. There's another fight happening. Who's he after? Him. Wanted. Ah, he's fired chaff, the fucker.
Scan detected.
Right, I'll have to remember him as well. Right, now let's look for this Monto, whatever his fucking name is. Whoa, that someone came by close. Wanted. And he's going. There was another fight going on over here. Yeah, there it is. Looks like they're up against him. Yeah, he's taking a right pounding. He is wanted, but I don't think I'm going to get there in time. Or maybe I am. He's getting closer now. Should be able to do some damage to him. 2-0, he's down.
Target destroyed.
10,000 for him. Alright, who was he shooting at? Him. Oh, Sidewinder. Seems to be an awful lot of Larry Sidewinders around.
Target shields offline. Target destroyed.
Oh. So they keep going by so bloody close. It was only a matter of time before one of them barged into me. The old A-rated shield's getting a bit of a workout. I saw some firing going on here. Was it this cunt they're after? Yes. Okay, let's see if we can get to you before you croak it. Jesus Christ, he's now flying away. It's taking me ages just to reach him. Here we go.
Target shields offline.
Okay, Mr. Sajikova. It's not really that impossible when you consider you're gone up against a Python with two beam lasers fitted. There we go, he's down. 10,300. You said 10 million. Fucking hell, I wish it was 10 million.
Scan detected.
Mark II recover. Where are you in here? Oh, fuck's sake. There you are. Looks like you've attracted the attention of someone else. Well, I'll do a damn sight more damage than that other person will.
Target shields offline.
So, he's down.
Target destroyed.
There you go. This is the most activity I've seen around here for some time. Last time I was here, I was spending fucking ages wandering around hoping to find someone. I think that ship that I was looking at there just got destroyed. There's something happening here. Looking like someone with either beam lasers or burst lasers. Okay, Mr. Bitu.
Under attack.
Okay, Till Walter seems determined to take me out first, so I'll have to remember what's his name, Bitu.
Target shields offline.
He must be a pirate from one of the factions that are openly hostile against me. Right, let's go back to old Mr. Bitu, wherever he is. He's right over here. Another fucking battle going on.
Target shields offline. Under attack.
And that's him down.
Target
Right,
destroyed.
what's happening here? Who's this? I doubt a Type 9 is going to be wanted, so it must be whoever's firing at him. This one.
Target shields online.
Colm Brennan. He likes attacking big ships, does he? Well, let's see how he does against me
Target
then.
shields offline.
There must be another wanted in the area, because they're ignoring him and going after someone else.
Under attack.
Yeah, he has beam lasers. Trouble is, he has class 2s at best. I have vastly superior. That's him down.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, there is definitely another fight going on. Ah, shit. Too slow. What about him? Wanted.
Target shields offline.
Oh, come on. There he is.
Under attack.
I think that was him hitting me there. Didn't get a scratch on me, but it didn't do him too many favours. He's down to 39%. He is dispatching, I think, their mines or something all over the fucking place. And that's him down.
Target shields online.
Shields going back online just a bit too late. 16,000 for him. Fucking yeah, I'll have some of that. That's security ship scanning me. That one, to be precise. Oh, he's making a beeline for me. Does that mean he's wanted? Yes, it does.
Under attack. Target shields offline.
And that's him down. Only 7.5 for him. Right, how much have I made? 130. That's not bad. I think I might head back soon. 130,000 is no mean feat. And that will put me over 4 million. Why was he flying like that? Because he was about to blow up, that's why. Missed out on that one. Still, there's an awful lot of fragments and that flying around, so because I can't really see too much, I'm going to piss off.
Frameshift drive charging.
Since I make an average about 200,000 per trade run, if this gets me to 4.1 million, don't think it will. I don't think I've quite got enough. In fact, no, I don't think I got anywhere near enough. Oh yes, I did. Well, I have got over 4 million, but I was hoping that I'd only need to do like 2 trade runs to get to the 4.5 million to cover my insurance. Once I've done that, I'll piss off out of solo mode and go back to playing open play, in case anyone sees me. Any of my friends online? Only Sir Nuleon Dorion, who I don't think has ever actually messaged me, so here you go. Mind you, I've never messaged him, so... Then again, the text chat seems to be completely fucked up again. Last night I was trying to message Commander O'Hara and not one of my messages reached him. I suspect he was trying to message me as well, and yeah, he got the same result. So the text messaging is still, well, it's not as fucked as it was before, but you know, the concept of actually being able to message someone in an online game, it seems to be eluding Elite Dangerous, despite the fact that it was made available in games that were made over 15 years ago. Anyway, let's take a look at this unidentified signal source. It's gonna be a fucking Type 9 wanting to buy, yeah, wanting to buy tech. I haven't got any tech. I'm not carrying anything, so yeah, that was a fucking waste of time. The other thing is I still haven't got a clue how to start a trade with these ships. So if you're watching this and you know how, let me know in the comments, because I haven't got a fucking clue and I'd like to know how to do it.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Oh, and there is some shocking news. There is the faint possibility, very faint I must admit, but it's still a faint possibility, that Commander Layden may be returning. Although I suspect his return will be very brief. So yeah, that would be good. That would bring the number of people who I know playing this game up to 2. And well, Commander Layden and Commander One Foot in the Grave, I know them from the Elite Bastards site, which seems to be on pretty much its last legs. In fact, it seems to be on a fucking life support machine, but there are a few of us who still try to keep the forums there alive. And yeah, they both play Elite Dangerous, but neither of them have played it for a while. So I haven't seen either of them for fucking ages. I mean, Layden got the right arseache with the game and said he couldn't be arsed with it anymore, it was fucking boring and everything else. Which is a point of view that I totally sympathise with, because of the ridiculous state the game was released in. Commander One Foot in the Grave did seem to think it was okay, and then I think he just lost interest in it because he was just doing the same thing over and over and over again, which again is a point of view that I very much sympathise with. Anyway, so it's just over 1700 in refueling and reloading. Let's just check the integrity still can't be touched. So contacts. There we go, just into the 4 millions. 4,009,531. So that means I probably need to do, say, 3 more cargo runs. So here to Sapsuggabus, then back here, then back to Sapsuggabus, and that should then be my what do you call it? Yeah. The fucking insurance covered, that's it. Fuck's sake. So, but I think I'll spare you watching me do that again. So I'll end the video now. And so, but you should see me in open play pretty soon. In fact, probably by the time you actually get to watch this video, once it's finished uploading and processing and what have you. So there you go, that's this one. This is Commander Lucosa signing off.